Nobody's
Okay.
going to respond. We're going to just go through the reading. That
Okay.
way, we're going to get real comfortable with that, because I found what happened is we had a lot of people answering too long, and you guys didn't get to practice that.
Okay.
Okay, and then I
Okay.
want to get this one down really well. Get an objection handler that you can use all the time. There's probably maybe 5 to 10 objection handlers that you need to know that you can use all the time to get over them.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, here goes. Hi, is this Carl? Hi, Carl. This is my name is Margaret Hurley. I'm a local real estate agent, and I was calling about your house for sale. I guess you're aware by now that the MLS is showing your home is off the market. Number one, I was wondering, when are you going to interview agents again for the job of actually getting it sold? Excellent. Really? If your property had sold, where were you planning to go next? That's exciting. What's taking you to Florida? Oh, good for you. How soon did you want to be there? Wow. So, Carl, any idea what stopped it from selling? Really? How did you choose the last agent you had? That makes sense. How did you feel about the job the agent did? That's good. Oh, no. So, what do you think was missing that kept it from actually selling? Oh, now it sounds like you do still want to sell your property, right? Great. If you could get it sold for top dollar in the next 30 days and get XYZ and get to Florida, that is something you would still be excited about, yes? Perfect. And if I could help make that happen, that would be okay with you, right? Excellent. When would be the best time for us to get together and take a look at how we can make this happen? How about Wednesday at 4:15, or would Thursday at 4:15 be better for you?
Excellent. Lots of questions. I think my favorite part of that is, if we can get it sold in less than, 30 days or less, would that be a problem for you? People are like, no, why would that be a problem for me? So, you're asking great questions, and it gives people a chance to talk about, what happened. And everybody wants to talk about what happened to them. So who's next? Chris, did you find yours and Tasia?
Yeah.
Or
I pulled mine up on screen, so I'm ready.
okay.
All right. Hi, I'm looking for Dan. Hi, my name is Chris with Keller Williams. I'm sure you figured out the last listing on your home has expired, and I was calling to see, when do you plan on interviewing the right agent for the job of selling your home? Terrific. If you sold this home, where would you go next? That is exciting. How soon do you have to be there? Ouch. Well, what do you think stopped you from selling your home with the last agent? Really? How did you happen to pick the last agent you listed with? Great. What did that agent do that you liked best? Okay. What do you feel they should have done? Understood. What will you expect from the next agent you choose? Terrific. Have you already chosen an agent to work with? Wonderful. I would like to apply for the job of selling your home. Are you familiar with the techniques I use to sell homes? You're kidding. What would be the best time to show you? Monday or Tuesday, 3 or 4 p.m.? Great. Can you give me directions to your home and your email? That way I can send you some material ahead of time. Awesome. I'll see you there. Take care.
Excellent. Excellent. It's all about getting the appointment. So it's good. I mean, how do you feel? Do you feel like, we've said these a few times. How's everybody been feeling with it? Is it getting better? Is it feeling more comfortable?
Yeah, more comfortable, but sometimes I feel like I can hear myself that I am reading from a script instead of it coming from me personally.
That's because you just didn't internalize it just yet,
Yeah,
you know? So, you know, glance over those things. Well, always have them in front of you, but, you know, glance over them and use them. But the more you use them, the more they'll just become your words. And that's called your drunk monkey too. It's like sitting right there on your shoulder being like, they know you have a script. Like, no, they don't know you have a script. You know, that's totally in your head. They have no idea. So I think once you get more comfortable with it, it's just going to be easier. And maybe even finding some that you might be able to tighten it up and get that appointment quicker. So you go in for a close a little early if they're not talking too much, you know. But sometimes you're going to have people, they have nothing much to do right now. They're talking. It's hard to get off the phone. Tasia, do you have a script?
I do.
Okay.
Same as Margaret with Kevin Ward, the Book of Yes. So I'm just going to go through it.
Louise, do you have any scripts?
I was just looking through the Ignite script book, but I don't
Mhm.
see expireds in here. I do see seller objections.
Okay. Well, we'll have Tasia go, and then let's see what we can do with you with what you have. Okay.
Can I just listen?
Huh? Oh, you can just listen too. Absolutely.
Okay.
You know, yeah, absolutely. You know, especially being your first time, and I want you to know, you know, we are changing it up a little bit. So I'm always trying to make it. I want to make it work for everybody the best way I can. So if it seems a little like rusty, we're going through a lot of different changes each week, trying to get down to the point where we're really comfortable with making phone calls. So, because that's going to be the most important. It's going to be the lead generating that we do now that's going to keep us afloat as the market changes.
I agree. Thanks.
Okay. So, Tasia, if you have that same script, that would be awesome.
Great. Hi.
Welcome.
Okay. Hi, is this Lisa? Hi, Lisa. My name is Tasia, and I'm a local real estate agent. And I was calling about your house for sale. I guess you're aware by now that the MLS is showing your home as off market. And I was wondering, when are you going to interview agents again for the job of actually getting it sold? Oh, really? If your property had sold, where were you planning to go next? Wow, that's exciting. What's taking you to the Cape? Oh, good for you. How soon did you want to be there? Wow. So Lisa, any idea what stopped it from selling? Really? How did you choose the last agent you had? Well, that makes sense. How did you feel about the job the agent did? Oh no. So Lisa, what do you think was missing that kept it from actually selling? Ooh. Now it sounds like you do still want to sell your property, right? Excellent. If you could get it sold for top dollar in the next 30 days and get to the Cape, that is something you would still be excited about, yes? Perfect. And if I could help you make it happen, that would be okay with you, right? Excellent. When would be the best time for us to get together and take a look at how we can make that happen? Would Wednesday at 4 or would Thursday at 4 be better for you?
Excellent. Tasia, you've been doing calls for a long time, haven't you?
Lisa, you're putting me on the spot. I haven't done an expired call.
You know what it is? It's you have a really good tonality. You have an excitement in your voice. You know, it sounds upbeat. Are you standing up or are you sitting down?
So all that is because I've been doing tons of practice. It's bold. So bold teaches us how to go through this. Kevin Ward, I've seen tons of webinars with him. I can't say enough about this guy.
That's awesome.
he's just, he goes through everything line by line, like what does the dot, dot, dot mean? So if you haven't taken bold, he goes through that. You really have
Right.
to, so that's why when people say, well, here's a script and go do it, I think you're setting up new agents to fail because they have no idea unless they've taken bold and internalized all this stuff. And to understand what all this means. What do the dot, dot, dots mean? And
Right.
when should you pause? And, you should always, the comebacks are all here. The good for you and wow, and always changing it up. You never want to, Kevin Ward always says, you never want to beat up the expireds. So, just how do you, I wouldn't even know how to answer this, but how do you choose the last agent you had? And no matter what they say, that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
So he gives us what to say.
Right.
So I think that's where the power is, from actually, with bold and people understanding. how
Yeah,
to
I think
actually use
you're
it.
right. It is true. Like, how are you supposed to know when those dots are there? Those are kind of like pauses that you need to do so that it doesn't sound as scripted. And
Right.
and like the last word you said becomes more important. So their bold pivot is going to be awesome. It starts tomorrow. I'm excited to start that because you're going to be with so many other agents, and they're going to be across the board. We're going to learn so much, all of us. No matter where you are in your real estate career, you'll learn something. You'll pick something up, but you'll find the very top people never stop their scripts. They're always looking for another script, especially like in times like this. But what I have here, I finally, for some reason, I took it on my phone here. It's, let's say on the expired, they come back to you and they say, I'm going to stay with the same agent because, who wants to read the first one on script, script one here, the first paragraph? Anyone? Can you see it, guys?
Yes.
Okay. So if you read that, because you're going to get that. People feel obligated. I think it says obliged, but I always say obligated if you see that. I don't know, you can say what you like.
I'll read it. I don't mind. I need the practice.
Has anybody ever had this objection?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So here's a great one. You can use this on everything. I love this first paragraph.
Okay. That's great. And what I'm hearing is you feel obliged to your last agent since they've invested a lot of time and money in your home, right? Well, Mr. Lisa, you don't owe me anything and you don't really owe them anything, but you do owe yourself the very best. It certainly wouldn't hurt to hear what I do to get houses sold, would it?
It's perfect. The most important thing is, like, you don't really owe them anything, and you don't owe you don't owe me anything. So you're taking yourself out of the picture, but you do owe it to yourself. I mean, that's like, right? It's their house.
Mhm.
So that has gotten me a lot of appointments. So Chris, can you say that one?
Sure. Just magnify it a little. Okay. So I'm going to stay with the same agent. That's great. What I'm hearing is you feel obliged to
I
your
say
last.
obligated. I don't know why. I don't know. Is it obliged? I've
Yeah,
always said obligated.
just
But
depends on what part of the country you're from, right?
maybe.
All right, let's start over. That's great. And what I'm hearing is you feel obligated to your last agent since they invested a lot of time and money in your house, right? Well, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, you don't owe me anything and you don't really owe them anything, but you do owe yourself the very best. It certainly wouldn't hurt to hear what I do to get houses sold, would it? I
Yeah, and what
understand.
Oh, yeah, that's just one. The other one is a separate one. We can work on
Oh,
that
okay.
afterwards. I think I think the big part about this one is the owing that other agent, because they feel bad. They're like, they took photographs, they did open houses, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? This is going to come up when they say, you know, when you say, what did they do that you liked? What did they do that you didn't like? Well, really, you don't owe them anything. And what you owe is you owe your family the most, basically. So that will be easy to internalize because you can kind of get that. We've all had that feeling. We feel like someone spent a lot of time with us, even though we know something else is probably better. I mean, you know, someone else maybe will do a better job or something, but you feel obligated to that person. Well, you got to take that out. It's really a business transaction. It's a financial situation that people are in. So, you know, if you can get them more money, get the job done, they shouldn't worry about the last person, whether it's a family member or a friend. Tasia, could you read that one? She's still there?
I'll read it if she doesn't want to.
Okay, excellent.
Oh, I had to mute myself. Sorry.
Oh.
Okay, we couldn't hear you.
There's a lot going on in my house, and I don't want all the background noise to.
Okay.
So that's great. And what I'm hearing is you feel obligated to your last agent since they've invested a lot of time and money in your house, right? Well, Lisa, you don't owe me anything and you don't really owe them anything, but you do owe yourself the very best. It certainly wouldn't hurt to hear what I do to get houses sold, would it?
Very easy and nice and like what can they say to that? No. I mean, they can continue to say something and then you can, you know, you can go to the second one. And we can do that in a minute. But Louise, you want to try that?
The first or the second?
The first.
That's great. What I'm hearing is you feel obligated to your last agent since they invested a lot of time and money in your house, right? Well, Mr. Jones, you don't owe me anything and you don't really owe them anything, but you do owe yourself the very best. Certainly wouldn't hurt to hear what I do to get houses sold, would it?
Excellent. Excellent. So let's say they say, oh, forget it, you know. Louise, you sounded like you've read that before. Let's say they say, oh, you know, but I really am going to stay with the same agent. This says or, but you can continue. And if this is in front of you and you can go with this, and who wants to take that second paragraph? Okay, great, Mark.
I can't really see all of it though. Let's see.
Oh, I wonder.
Hang on.
Is that better?
Yes, thank you. Okay. I understand, and let me ask you a question. If you stay with the same agent, what are they going to do this time that they didn't do last time? I hope you don't take this the wrong way. I actually heard it from one of my clients. But Albert Einstein said that doing the same thing and expecting different results is the definition of insanity.
It's a little tough one there. No, what I mean is like that comes across as like, okay, so you're saying I'm insane, right? But if we say this, I mean, it's not really coming from us. We say, you know, it's from one of my clients. You have to let them know that what are they going to do differently? And we've kind of worked on that the first time during that, you know, expired script. So let's see if someone else wants to take that one on too.
All right, I'll go.
Okay.
I understand. And let me ask you a quick question. If you stay with the same agent, what are they going to do this time that they didn't do the last time? I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but I actually heard it from one of my clients. Albert Einstein said that doing the same thing and expecting different results is the definition of insanity.
I think they're going to chuckle at that, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it can break the ice when you're a little like, you know, sometimes the sharp edges can kind of break the ice a little bit. Like, oh, really? Insanity. Who's next?
I'll go. I understand. Let me ask you a quick question. If you stay with the same agent, what are they going to do this time that they didn't do last time? Well, I hope you don't take this the wrong way. I actually heard it from one of my clients. Albert Einstein said that doing the same thing and expecting different results is the definition of insanity.
Makes you chuckle a little bit. But, you know, they're going to go back to the same agent, use the same photos, go with the same price, you know. So even if you felt a little uncomfortable with the second half of that, because I know some people have, you can still ask, if you're going to stay with the same agent, what are they going to do this time that they didn't do last time? I mean, you know, just kind of digging into that why they would go back. Tasia, do you want to try that second one?
Sure. I understand. And let me ask you a quick question. If you stay with the same agent, what are they going to do this time that they didn't do last time? I hope you don't take this the wrong way. I actually heard it from one of my clients. Albert Einstein said that doing the same thing and expecting different results is a definition of insanity.
So I know we started a little late and I had a little trouble uploading a few things, but I so appreciate everybody coming here, and I hope that you can use some of these today. If you have the chance to go back to expireds, go to the first day of this month or the last day of last month, and which day it was, and pick up the expireds and just go through doing them. And don't wait till noontime. What we say here at the R&L Home Team, we say the sun sets at noon. So when 12 is there, you know, like you're tired already by 12. So try to get whatever you can get done by 12. And also on the other end of the phone, those people are happier now than they will be at the end of the day. So, you know, people say nobody's home, everybody's home now. Even, you know, there's always been objections to calling in the morning. It might be too early. It's not too early. And now people are home. They're ready to pick up their phone. They're ready to talk to someone. And when you're off that phone, write them a note, because the only place some people are going is from their house to the mailbox. So write a thank you note. That will go a long way. Thanks so much for taking the time to talk with me. I really appreciate it. Put your card in there. When you're ready to sell, I'll be right here for you. And just send that out. And, you know, you might get that phone call later. They'll put it on the fridge when they're ready, when they feel comfortable. And the other thing with expireds is you got to call them next week too. You know, you've got to keep calling them. It's not a one-shot deal. So I hope everybody got something out of this. I'm, you know, hoping for some feedback too. So if you feel like there's something that's working for you, or a way that we're doing it that you feel is better, please let me know. I don't care, shoot me an email or text me, anything like that. I'd love to know.
Thank you so much, Lisa. This is amazing. I just feel it just gets better and better, and I get so much out of it. So I just want to thank
Tasia, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I know you've been calling for a long time, and it shows in the way that you have that nice inflection in your voice and the pauses. So, you know, you have success on the phone, and right now we're doing everything remotely. So let's get really good at it until we get
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks so
Thank you,
much.
Lisa.
Thank you,
Have an
Lisa.
awesome day. And thank you, Louise. I hope to see you again.
Oh, you will. I need some
Okay.
help.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you,
All right.
Lisa.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.